I found this PowerPoint presentation on YouTube about an objection to the assertion that miracles are impossible. This objection is that laws of nature only apply to a universe left to itself. This seems to me to be a pretty ad hoc caveat to add to our conception of a law of nature. It seems to me that a law of nature would only be worthy of that title if it applied to all times and places in the universe that had empirically detectable consequences. William Lane Craig tries this same sophistry. He says, miracles are not violations of the laws of nature. The laws of nature describe what would happen in a particular case, assuming that there are no intervening supernatural factors. Is this really how a scientist would define a law of nature? If a law of nature can have unstated exceptions that are empirically detectable within this universe, even if the cause of that exception is something outside the universe, then I don't think it should be called a law. To say that something is a natural law should be to say that there are no unstated empirically detectable exceptions at all, not even supernatural ones, at least within this universe. Craig also says that laws have these what are called ceteris paribus clauses implicit in them. Namely, all things being equal, this is what will happen in this situation. Craig seems to think that this means that laws have an implicit clause that essentially says not applicable when magic happens. Here's why I think this is a problem. Let's assume for the sake of argument that supernatural entities exist. Unless we can discover strict rules about how supernatural entities behave that allow us to consistently predict when and where they will intervene, the existence of such entities, since they can limit the applicability of descriptions of physical regularities that we believe to be laws, would reduce these so-called laws to mere heuristics. To say that there are supernatural entities that can limit the applicability of laws in a manner that appears arbitrary from a human perspective, like a god acting according to mysterious ways, is to say that there really are no laws. To everyone who helps me out on Patreon, you're a big help. Thanks so much.